mojo chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers. I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, let's go!
This is Coleman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, able to avoid him. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Wood. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Raekwon McMillan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd down, here's Boykin. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wood now operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Come on, let's go.
Boykin on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Boykin on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Linval Joseph able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Boykin, and that is incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Looking to throw. Wood. And it'll be 2nd and 11. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Back to throw. Wood. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Wood finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Give. This is Cook. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Boykin. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start the drive with Cook. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield. Field, they get to it.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wood. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. To throw is Wood on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come on, let's go. Round 38. Let's round 38.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Here's Wood, operating from the gun. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So he's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys, and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Charles Tapper in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wood. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 15 yards through the air and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On second down, it's Boykin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
3rd and long for Boykin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
from the shotgun. Boykin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Boykin to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. What? 9.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Wood off the play fake. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 5.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They run again on first down. Cook. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Wood now throwing on first down, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wood from the gun. He'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Wood. Off play action. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wood. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensive.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's Wood. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cook following the penalty. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Cook. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Lucky 56. Lucky 55.
Wood operating from the gun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Wood now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me a word, and I just kept using it.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
following the fumble recovery. It's Boykin. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Now it's Boykin. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Everson Griffin in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They run it again with Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And they'll run it here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Flex round! Flex round!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll throw on 1st with Boykin. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Boykin. It's caught. Stills, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop down to 1-3.